guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I greatly appreciate you being here. So obviously from the title and the intro, you guys already know that I am here to do a little Pride tribute. Obviously I myself am straight, however I 110%, heck 200% fully support the entire LGBT community. So obviously I had to do a little tribute here with makeup on my channel for the month of June. If you don't know, June is Pride Month. So what better way to show my love and support than with a little makeup and glitter, of course. So without rambling on any further, if you'd like to see how I turned myself into this half rainbow skull, whatever you want to call her. I also feel like with this wig it's having a little bit of drag realness, and not mad at it. Anyways, if you want to see how I did this, then keep watching. Alright, so first things first, let me just say, don't mind my whole skin situation right now. I do obviously have on foundation already, but I have literally, I don't know, I had an allergic reaction to something that I ate apparently, because my face just started breaking out in all these hives and it is awful. My arms and legs are the same. And I honestly wasn't even going to film this video today. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to give it a couple days and let it go away first. But honestly, I already wanted to have this video up at the very beginning of June. So yeah, I just said, forget it. I'm just gonna do it. Anyways, so like I said, I do already have on a foundation, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the brows. That way we can go ahead and get them out of the way. To do them, I'm just gonna take this NYX white eyeshadow base and a small detailed little angled brush here, and I'm going to start drawing in my brows like I normally would. Brush the brow hairs up, grab a little bit of the white eyeshadow base, and start lining the bottom. Then I'm just going to brush the brow hairs down and outline the top. Brow hairs back into place and fill her in. Like so. So now that we look absolutely insane, it's time to fill them in with the colors of the rainbow. So obviously there's no better palette to use than the Morphe 35B. So the way that I'm going to do it is, instead of doing the entire rainbow on each brow, I'm going to kind of make it like go all the way across. So kind of like do red, orange, yellow on this one, and then do green, blue, and purple on the other. Obviously I'm not going to be picking up the palette each time to show you guys. Just know that I will be using some shade of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple from this palette. And don't worry if you kind of go outside the lines, because just like with normal brows, we can just go back in and clean it up with concealer. And the way that I am doing these brows right now, this is obviously not the only way that you can do them. There are a few other ways that you could do them. You could do it like I did by laying down a white base or paint of some sort and then filling it in with shadow. Or if you have all the shades of the rainbow with like liquid lipstick, that is an option as well. Or you can use like brow pomade. I know Kat Von D just released a set of brow pomades that have all the color of the rainbows plus some, so that's also another option if you don't want to do that. But I don't have those brow pomades, and I also don't have every shade of the rainbow with liquid lips, so in order to just be consistent all the way throughout, I'm just doing it this way. Alright, and I'm just going to take some foundation and just kind of carve out my brows just to clean it up a little bit. And the reason why I'm using foundation as opposed to concealer is because of just that. I'm just cleaning it up. I'm not trying to highlight anything or make anything extra bright. If I was going to use concealer, I would have done my brows before foundation, because we don't want it to be too god-awfully white, and then it's going to look crazy. And then I can use my finger to just dab that out and make it blend all together. And so for the eyes, they're going to be so dramatic looking, but oh my gosh, they're the most simplest thing ever. I'm literally just going to reach in here and grab the black eyeshadow and just blow out my entire eye. So I'm just going to start by working that into my crease and also on the lid. We're just totally smoking out the eyes because we are turning ourselves into, well, our bottom half into a skeleton. So this is just going to help everything kind of tie in together. And I'm also just putting that on my lower lash line as well, smoking everything out. last step for the eyes, I'm going to apply some mascara and lashes. And the lashes that I'm going to be using today are the Eylure times Jasmine brown lashes, and this is in the style Jaybee. Alright, so now it's time to work on the bottom half, which is the skull half. And I do want it to have that kind of drippy effect going across. So I'm just going to take this nude eyeliner pencil and then start outlining where I want the drips to be. And obviously it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, what kind of drips are perfect, right? In real life. So just kind of just get a rough outline, and you can kind of go back in and tweak it after the fact if you need to. Then when you're sure you have it how you like it, then you can go in and kind of outline very lightly with black. The reason why I didn't go in with black first is because, well, because I'm human and I mess up. You know, the first time that I did it, I didn't like it, so I dabbed it off and tried again. So you don't really want to go in with the black until you are sure that it is how you like it. And so from this point forward, I'm just going to go back in with my Morphe palette and replicate the rainbow on this entire bottom half of my face. So obviously I am going to be starting with red. And just like the brows, if you don't want to use this method, again, you can just go in with face paint instead. So we have our rainbow on the bottom half. I didn't worry about filling in my lips with the color because they're going to be covered up with teeth anyways, so why waste a shadow? So speaking of the teeth, I'm first going to go in and just take this NYX white liquid liner and just kind of go in and outline where I want my teeth to be. As you can see, I went ahead and filled the teeth in with the white, so I'm looking very crazy, for lack of better words, but don't worry, because now I'm just going to go in with some black liquid liner and just outline the teeth so they're more prominent. Alright, so now that that is done, I'm just going to be taking some black shadow and just kind of going in and adding some dimension to certain parts. So, for example, like the little cheek area here, like we always do when we do skulls. Just going to kind of go in and deepen that up. And I'm also just going to kind of carve out the jaw here to make it look more skeletal. That way it looks like my jaw is kind of hollowed out like a skeleton's is. I'm also going to be going around the edges of the drips and adding black. This is going to add some dimension, and it's also going to create kind of like a shadow, so it's going to make the drips look a little bit more realistic. Now that I have the drips outlined, I'm just going to go in and just kind of blend out that black so that way it's not so harsh. I'm just really kind of focusing on blending the black into all the other colors. Alright, and then I just kind of also want to go in and highlight around the drips as well. So I'm going to go back in with that white NYX liquid liner, and I'm just going to kind of make little lines here and there around some of the curves of the drips, and then just kind of dab it out so that way it's there, but it's not so vibrant. And again, just picking at random places, following the curve, dabbing it out. And I'm also going to take the white and just kind of highlight underneath my brow as well, because obviously my brows are there, you can see them, but because of my skin tone I feel like I just need something else to help bring them out. So yeah, I just kind of started halfway and then drug it out to the end, and it kind of just added a little extra brow highlight, skull version. So next, I really don't know how I forgot this, but I almost did. Hello, my nose, a skull nose. Now obviously half of it is cut off because, you know, but I'm just going to kind of use the black liquid liner and go in and just kind of at least draw the bottom half of the skull nose and fill it in. Alright, so from this point I could very well just stop and call it done, but I just kind of wanted to add just two little extra things in here that are, again, just for fun, but I feel like will really just tighten the look and amp it up just a little bit, make it that much better. So I have this little heart stamp here. It's actually double-sided. One side is a regular felt tip liner, and then the other side has a little heart stamp. It's by the brand QLC. I'm not sure. I actually ordered this online somewhere. It actually came with like a few other stamps. So yes, I'm first just going to take the little heart stamp. I'm just going to place one right here underneath my eye, kind of like a little heart teardrop. Yes, there we go. Because love always wins. Should I do it on the other side too, or should I just leave it just the one? I don't know. I'm kind of... screw it. Let's do it. Now the trick here is going to be trying to get them somewhat even. Oh, Lord help me. Good enough. And lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write equality on my chest. I'm just going to go in and use the felt tip side to write it. And then I'm going to go in and cover it with glitter. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to write this backwards on my chest, looking down and using a mirror, but we're gonna make it work. So my writing may be very sloppy, but whatever. Okay, so writing this on camera was much harder than it looks. I promise you that. Like, it was so hard to write this. Like, I had to, like, you don't even want to know how many times I had to erase it and rewrite it, and obviously it's still not perfect. By the way, I am not noob. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer and I'm going to trace over the letters, and I'm going to create a rainbow using glitter. I have a few different colored glitters here. I'm going to mimic the rainbow just like I did on my face. Red, orange, yellow, green, yeah, you get the drill. Alright, so just to save some time, I went ahead and did the rest of this off camera. So I just, like I said, filled in the word using glitter, and I think it's so cute and definitely adds to the effect. So now I'm pretty much done. It's time to just do something with this hair. Wig, perhaps? Why not? Alright guys, that is it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun creating this look, all the while supporting the entire LGBT community. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I just want you all to remember that it takes courage to be who you really are. So accept that and love that, and most importantly, be proud of it, because there's only one you. No one else is you, and that is your superpower. And I just wanted to leave you all with that. So I'm gonna go now. I love you all, and I will see ya in the next one.